Football clubs are everything to their fan base. It's an integral part of our lives as fans. For some people, it's their entire identity, which got me thinking, which football club in the UK matters the least? I did a tweet about this, and the answer was resoundingly Salford City. Also, I'm aware, obviously, Salford, you have fans that care about the club. The point was, who are the club that are least cared about? There's reasons for that. We're going to delve into it, why people think that. So please just let the video happen, and then we'll sort of see what happens from there. Anyway, here's a brief history of Salford City. In 2014, Salford City were taken over by the class of 92 members, Nicky Butt, Gary Neville, Phil Neville, Paul Scholes. And another one. They don't talk about him as much. This is due to their connection to the city of Manchester. Singaporean businessman Peter Lim had the majority share, however this share is now owned by Gary Neville. They used to play in Tangerine and they now play in red. You know, do you get it? Because Manchester United play in red. Didn't we moan at RB Leipzig for doing this? Changing a club's identity. The fame and interest garnered from having the class of 92 around the club cannot be understated. There was even a really well-received BBC documentary about the club and the running of it behind the scenes, etc. However, one of the top Google searches for Salford City is simply, what happened to Salford City? Like, they're in their highest ever level. That is one of the most Googled things about this club. And yet they're the best they've ever been. Why is this? Have people simply moved on to the new football fairy tale in Wrexham? Do people care? What is a match day like here? Well, let's find out. Welcome to AwayDays, welcome to the football club that no one cares about, and welcome to Salford. John Beer, you're here today. You are an Exeter City fan.
I am.
A fan-owned football club. Some people say they do it the right way. What is your thoughts on this club?
It was kind of like the original Wrexham, wasn't it? But not on as big a scale. It was a bit frustrating at the time, but they've sort of petered out, whereas Wrexham and Stockport have sort of gone on to do bigger things. But originally there was a lot of scepticism about Salford. But when I came here, it was surprising how many people cared at the time, but maybe it has dropped off since.
And also, to be clear, this isn't our opinion. We don't necessarily think that I think there probably are people that care. We'll delve into the reasons more as we go on throughout the day. I think we should explore the stadium a little bit, and then we'll chat. It'd be a video if I didn't chat. We are trying to do a loop of Salford City Stadium, the peninsula, to find something to do. John's pointed out, obviously you're a lower league expert. There's nothing around it.
No, I think a lot of football grounds are going that way, aren't they? You look at teams like Colchester, it's just off the motorway, not even in Colchester. Here, you're in the middle of Salford, but there's nothing to do, it's just houses. I think a lot of football clubs are going that way, it's a bit crap really.
Quite a nice point, your point is a bit crap. We will find somewhere to... Can we just find the closest thing nearby and just go to it? We wanted to find somewhere we could go for something to do pre-match. We're in an industrial estate. We found a coffee place. Admittedly, we're not the kind of blokes who are going to go and get smashed before a game. And also, I want to just go in pre this. I think a lot of the negativity towards Salford, my initial thoughts towards it, I might be wrong whether I get to my conclusion at the end, I think a lot of it might be a little bit of jealousy, a tiny bit of jealousy. I think we get a coffee and let's talk about some of the reasons people aren't so keen on them. First of all, I want to just take back everything I said about there not being a pub. There is an amazing Italian cafe, I'm not going to escape the accusations people throw my way with that one.
And I just want to 100% clear up right now that I'm not a Tory.
But, look, God, this is, who needs beer when you've got pastries? The location of this place is overlaid onto your screen as well. Right. Let's get into some details. The ownership have taken this club from the Northern Premier League all the way to League 2. However, their current average attendance is 2,773. This is just under 300 more than their attendance in the National League season in 18-19. So why are fans not seeming to stick and then grow? Once again, you can buy success, you can't buy love. Not rapidly anyway. I think a lot of the pushback is because there's been loads of stories in lower league football in England where people have been bought clubs for vanity reasons who have then been left to rot and die. And this isn't me suggesting Salford are that case. If anything, they've actually really shown they've stuck with the club. Gary Neville taking Peter Lim's ownership stake, really interesting, and I think shows that the club are probably here to stay. However, people are cautious of tales like Darlington, Rushden and Diamonds, Northwich Victoria, Halifax Town, Farsley Celtic. The list of other clubs like that in the non-league pyramid in the UK is just frightening. So there's always going to be a pushback when something like this happens. It's also just a fact where 15 minutes of fame in things can die off really quickly and just become quite stale. And I think that is what people are feeling towards Salford right now. They're now in League Two. You see it in even what I do. People blow up and then are irrelevant the next month. There is a bit of the thing of like, well, people care about Wrexham now. They've got their own documentary, so like they're the new plaything, is what it feels like a tiny bit. But enough about that. We found the closest pub to the ground. We're going to head there and see what that's like. So, come on. We are at the Lodge, which is where it's seen as the away team's pub or the local pub to the ground. Racket ball. Racket. What's going on here? Birthday party? We're in the closest pub to the ground. We're told that no one really tends to come here unless it's a big team they're playing. John?
Are you sure they're away fans?
There is some football fans walking in. Are these Cheltenham fans?
They're Cheltenham fans.
Oh my god, there is football fans.
Football does exist here.
Football does exist.
Brilliant. This is amazing. This is what we came here for. It's 12:15, and this is the first football fans we've seen.
For anyone who's not from the UK, it's weird for people not to be drinking from like 10 a.m.
Point,
yeah.
This is not normal procedure for a football game.
We're just on maps towards the ground. John has put us on the best path. This is the path from the local pub to the ground. This way.
To the ground is this footpath. Look at it. What is this?
Actually, take it back. It's really class, actually.
Best walk to a ground ever.
You go for a golf course. Seriously, what other football channel gives you this? People sometimes comment on AwayDays. How does this channel not have more subs? This is why. This shit. No one's clicked for this. Who's a new viewer and gone, oh, I really want to see a park near a golf course. I'm out of breath. So, we're about to head into the ground. I've actually balanced you guys on a tree. Very quickly, also worth noting, they are playing in the Greater Manchester area. So, obviously, Manchester United are nearby. Manchester City are nearby. You've also got lower league clubs like Oldham Athletic, ex-Premier League, Stockport County, Rochdale. And also, if you want to support a non-league team for people that are already disenfranchised with Premier League, FC United of Manchester exist, full of ex-Manchester United fans who don't believe in the Premier League system anymore. So, the consensus maybe is that Salford are almost like the Manchester United of League Two. And did they really need to exist? They also averaged around 150 or less fans before the takeover. So it was like, did this need to artificially be inserted into our football league? It's a question. Let's find out the answers and let's go and interview some fans and see what this club means to them. And maybe we'll get some more context on why they love this club. So let's do it. We are going to meet some fans and interview them. What a concern for me is we've just headed in. I'm watching the Leeds game on my phone. 3 or 4 people have asked me what the United score is, as in Manchester United, because they're playing right now. So, is this people's team, or is this people's second team? This is actually rather unintentional from us. Man U are playing at the same time. Due to that, no one appears to be at this ground. There's an hour to kick off, and it's almost like people are maybe waiting for that game to end and then come here.
But there wasn't very many people at the local pub, was there?
And the point is, this is the whole point of this video, is like, you might have a second team, but the whole point is that in English football, you live and breathe your club. You can't have a second, you can apparently. There's a kid griddying over there. So, it's a jump scare, that is lovely. How are you? It's a very small mascot, in a good way. Sorry. Have a good one. Enjoy the game.
Oh.
Thank you.
She's upset you called her.
I just called her a small mascot. Jesus Christ, that's like so awkward.
Check his out, Jack.
Why am I David Brent? Really struggling to find anyone to interview at the minute.
There's absolutely no one here, is there?
It's an interesting. I find this club's existence really intriguing. I'm sure, but like football takes a while. Like, I'm sure 10 years into Leeds' existence, it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, and there's the argument of like, if this club's around for 1,000 years, you won't remember this time.
But then, like, had they been around for longer than 10 years, their rise has been like 10 years.
Yeah, true.
That's the
but they changed the club colours. You know, it's like, should we get some food? You know what? Credit where it's due. It's good food options.
It's great food.
I got a pie, chips and gravy. John's gone.
Some fried chicken with chips, a little bit of ketchup on there, a little bit of salt.
A little bit of ketchup. Let's give it a go. No one is saying yes to an interview, which I'm aware is really shit for the video we're doing. Just asked someone who's in a Salford shirt. He said, I don't know much about them. I'm not from around here.
Oh, you got a YouTube channel?
I do, yeah.
Can I be on it?
Yeah, actually you can. How long have you been a Salford City fan for? Are they your main team as well?
The main team, Manchester City, but I've been a Salford fan for like 2 years.
Well, I think, Dad, you were kind of watching him for 5 years, yeah. 5 years.
Oh, I've been coming here on off about 15 years, yeah.
Oh, so you were here before the takeover?
Yeah, when obviously this before the takeover, we just had a little, literally you could stand around the pitch and it was nothing really, obviously what the class and attitude have done for us is massive.
I have a season ticket.
Okay, nice. And what is it like at Salford games?
It's very, very energetic, very good.
So what attracted, was it just they're your local team? It was like,
I was born in Salford, and then they had the connection with the ex-United players, Scholesy and Giggs. I was the season ticket holder at United.
Yeah.
Up until about 10 years ago. So it was we just got interested in, hey, Salford City look like they're going to get promoted.
So would you say you're more of a Salford fan now? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, certainly. Yeah, we come to home games on a Saturday. He works in the NHS, so we can't get time off in the week.
Okay.
So we get here when we can. Yeah, we come up Saturday home games. We're usually here.
It's obviously your main club.
Yes, they are, yeah.
Because I know obviously there's a few. What are your thoughts on the people that come here as like it's their second? You know what I mean? There's some people's second team. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm more for the fact come they come on a Saturday. Why don't you come on a cold Tuesday night when we only get a couple of hundred people here? Come support the team.
Yeah, that's amazing. Sounds like you're like a proper diehard Salford City.
I go home and away, with my twin brother.
By the way, what are the chances of us finding one of the people that were here pre-takeover?
You could tell how much he cared, didn't
He
he?
proper
Him and
cared.
Sam were, like,
That
loving
is
it.
that's being a football fan.
Yeah,
I
was
love
good.
that.
That was really good.
Yeah, that's class. Let's get to our seat and see what the game's going to be like. John has pointed out over there, their flag behind the goal is orange, the club's original colours. Interesting. They've also got a, if you can see over there, is a flag that says Salford City Marmite. You're really unhappy about the attendance at the moment, aren't you?
There's no one here. What's the point?
Number 14,
Seriously, it's like it might as well be a training.
Number 29, Luke Garber.
What's the point?
There's no one here. One thing I do like is the lights, shape of the badge. I know it's a little bit, is that what football's about? But that is
Nah,
cool.
that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Cool.
Classy touch.
Lovely.
And it looks lovely with little trees as well. The ground is great for the level.
Guys, the true soul of Salford. We left doors open on match days for matchstick men. Became who we are now.
No way the players walk it out. Oh my
They walk out to a spoken word poem.
No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. They're playing Dirty Old Town.
What's that?
Dirty Old Town.
That was good. No one's singing this song, John.
No, I don't blame them. This is depressing.
What's the kickoff roar like? That's a big thing in English football, isn't it? The roar at kickoff.
Traditional long ball. Nah, I'm not having that. No long ball or a roar.
It's gone Long John.
I don't know.
Long John Silver. Right, John, don't say anything. Just let's hear the noise for the next 10 seconds.
You can hear everything that's being said by a footballer on the pitch.
It's like COVID ball.
Worse. It's quieter.
It's not possible. As you can see directly opposite us, you might struggle to see him zoomed in. Actually looking directly at me while I'm filming him is Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt. Anyone who watches this channel regularly will know the intention of this video was actually to show the club in a good light. And we try really hard to do that. Like MK Dons, we even gave a fair shake of the stick. This is hard.
Really hard. It's not like literally there hasn't been a single chant, like anything. Like there's barely anyone around us. There's barely anyone in any stand really. Pretty poor, isn't it?
Let's call a spade a spade.
Not an agricultural digging implement.
Oh, it's never good when you're chanting and it's being weighed by the away end, is it? Oh. It is so weird being able to hear everything the players are saying. Like they're shouting as a player on the pitch. That is so weird. Half time. Like I said, we always try to be really positive on this channel. Well, yeah, we tried to be. John debated pitch invading to give us something to talk about. What I'm really chuffed about, the positive. Let's look at the positive. We met a fan who's been here all along. And there is a pocket of fans, like maybe 20 or 30, that are chanting. I don't feel like it matters, this game. This game doesn't feel like it matters because I feel like a lot of people here are Man City or Man U fans. So this is like, you know what I mean? They don't feel it. And you need to feel it. Because if you're not feeling it, then what's the point? This should affect your mood for the entire weekend. Because that's a healthy way to live your life. What did you make of it so far?
It's been the game's been dire. The fans have been not great. Like you said, there is pockets of people that really care, but just feels a bit like lifeless. And like at least, like you said, you made a good point. Football should ruin your weekend. absolutely, it should ruin everything to do your week until you win again. But it doesn't feel like anyone here cares. The people next to us don't care, either side, people in front don't care. Everyone's just enjoying the food, having a nice drink. Feels like they're watching
a healthy way to enjoy things, that.
Yeah, actually it does.
It's very hard to manufacture people to care.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing. But also, come on, if you're going to come, at least give it some welly.
Oh my god. Whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, I am inevitable. You will lose with me at your game. Could be worse. Could have a 5-hour journey home.
No, it's not funny actually.
Oh my, that is a good goal as well. That is a really good goal. And in typical fashion, I've completely missed it. There's some limbs behind that goal. I actually think the most away days thing to happen here would be Salford go on and win.
Why's that?
Because we've just almost like not really been complimentary. One Salford fan chanting back and forth with one Cheltenham fan, and also Cheltenham fans. You're not getting away with scot-free. You've been absolutely woeful.
Yeah, really bad.
Really bad. What has gone on there? Get him on Misfits Boxing. More relevant than a lot of people on there. We're going to call out the keeper here. This ball boy here didn't know he needed to give him the ball back, because he said, he just screamed at him, give me the ball back, come on. Alright, you keeper.
Why didn't you keep the first shot?
Yeah, keep the ball out the net, mate. Focus on yourself first. Jones.
We don't pick on kids, do we?
Just started a Can You Hear the Cheltenham Sing chant. I can't hear either.
Can you hear anybody sing?
I would like to leave this city. I actually do just want to jump in here as well, and I would never do this on an away day ever. The pocket of 6 fans that are chanting are hurling abuse at 2 lads who have not given any abuse to their end-all game, fat shaming them, and talking about their appearance. And I get it's football, anyone can get it, but also like you give it back and they give it to you, and the people in front of them are asking them to stop, and they're still doing it. For some reason, it hits more because there's so little people and you can hear who's directed towards to. I find that mental. You know what I mean? Any other setting, that is mad, isn't it?
So crap. And he's only chanting because he knows he can get away with it because there's a barrier in 5 stewards.
I actually want Cheltenham to win that.
Yeah.
As soon as we started rooting for Cheltenham,
You can't write it. I feel bad.
trust me, you can. Right, let's head off. Come on then. Right, I'm gonna probably get called a snowflake, but like some of them blokes in there, there's like a group of 8 or 9. Some of them are middle-aged. What happens? They get home and the wife goes to them, if they got one. They go, how was the football? Did you enjoy the game? Nah, I spent all of it chanting at a 15-year-old. And she's like, now they're divorced. You know, that isn't just the worst of football. The worst of it. All of that today was the worst of football.
Yeah, that is
and
by far.
you never get this from me on this channel. I'm usually a bit like, oh, you know, this was bad, but look, it was good in this sense. Here, I hated it. I hated that.
That was a terrible day out.